Hello, it is Monday night. Paul and I are going to New York tomorrow, which I am very excited about. Paul has to go in for work, and I was like, well, why don't I join you and make a day of it and just hit up a bunch of restaurants. I think I'm gonna be on my own pretty much the entire day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything. Might be meeting up with a few other people. We shall see. We're gonna try and get some sleep. We have to wake up really early for the train. I think we're getting up around 6. And it's gonna probably be a little chaotic in the morning. That's why I'm filming this now. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Hello from New York City. It has been a doozy of a morning so far. I just dropped Paul off at his office. I'm just kind of looking for somewhere to like sit down and unwind. So I was looking for like a cool coffee shop type of vibe, of which there are many options. I decided I want to go, my first place I want to go is the Matthew Kenny restaurant, Scen, which I think is new-ish. I'm just like trying to tuck to the side to vlog. It's so awkward vlogging in New York. I want to go there, but it doesn't open until 11. So I'm thinking, it's like 10:15 now. I'm thinking I'm just gonna like park in a coffee shop for a little while, get some coffee, chill, and then I'll go there at 11. There's like so few places that serve vegan breakfast that are actually open at breakfast time. All the places I've found, like in sort of this part of Manhattan, which is like Chelsea-ish, if they serve breakfast, they don't open until 11 or 12. I thought about going to the Butcher's Daughter, but it is a little far, and also it's vegetarian. It's not fully vegan, and the menu looks good. Like I'm sure there's, looks like there's a ton of vegan options, but I just kind of was like, if I can go to all vegan restaurants while I'm here, why wouldn't I do that? I am gonna continue moseying, and I'll catch up with you guys at the coffee shop. Just wrapped up at the coffee shop, and I'm gonna head over to Scen now, and I'll show you guys what it looks like and what I get. Excited to check it out. I need to come up with a plan B, and I need to come up with it fast. I wasn't starving when we got here because I had some overnight oats on the train, but now I'm pretty hungry, and apparently Scen is totally closed down, which is weird because in the Google reviews, Google shows it as open, not like permanently closed and shuttered, which it is, and like even looks like there might be something contentious going on with the landlord situation. I am really close to Plant Burger, and I'm also really close to Planta, so I'm just trying to figure out what would be best right now, because I was in the mood for something breakfasty, and this place had something breakfasty. I considered going all the way to Orchard Grocer, but it's just so fucking far. I just don't know if I want to do a ton of schlepping today. But then again, I'm like, well, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in New York, and I'm not here often. So do I just do that? I might go look at the menu at Plant Burger, and if they have anything that's like on the lighter side, like I don't want a burger right now, or like a fried chicken sandwich, you know? I gotta figure it out. All right, guys, I'm doing it. I'm going to Orchard Grocer. I'm here to have an adventure, right? So why am I just gonna sit in Plant Burger for like 2 hours? Because that's how much time I've got before meeting Paul's mom. So I'm gonna head down there. Probably gonna get a breakfast sandwich of some sort. You know, maybe do a little poking around. In the grocery store. See if I can't find some new vegan goodies. Load my backpack up, and that's what I'm doing. So I'll see you there. That was absolutely delicious in the best way possible. And also the store is super overwhelming. I feel this way whenever I go to vegan, you know, specialty stores. Also, I really have to pee. This is what I hate about being in New York. I feel like I either like always have to pee or am hungry or am thirsty. And it's like very rare that all three of those needs are taken care of at once. But I am going to head over to Essex Market now because there's a Riverdel there, or that's where Riverdel is now. And I didn't think I was going to be down here, so I didn't think I was going to get to go. I'm going to do that. They apparently have restrooms there, so feed two birds with one scone, or whatever they say. I did buy some stuff in Riverdel, in Orchard Grocer, but I'm going to save it to do a haul once I'm back home. But I am pretty excited about what I got. All right, off to the market. Marathon, not a sprint. I'm currently on mile 12, I would say. I'm just like super starting to feel it. I get so exhausted by New York City. I'm a country girl, guys. Meeting Paul's mom for lunch now. I think it'll be really good for me to just sit for a couple hours. Just sit in one place, relax, get some food. Gotta keep an eye out for this place. Sometimes I get a little panicky on the subway. I get little moments of panic, and that just happened. So, that was not fun. But I'm happy to be above ground. Headed to a delicious lunch. I'm really in the mood for something like buffalo-y. No surprise there. Just like zesty, tangy, like, see what they got for buffalo stuff. Oi, oi, oi. I feel like I have been all over this city at this point. Is this where we're meeting? Oh, this is where we're meeting. Okay, I was just up in the Hudson Yard area, and I feel so awkward right now. Okay, I was just up in the Hudson Yard area. I stopped at B&H Photography, which I had to ask them for help with something. They were so incredibly helpful there. I am currently about to meet one of my subscribers for a juice, Blake. He's been a long-time subscriber. I've talked about him in my videos before. We've become pals on IG, so we are going to meet up at Juice Press and have a little rendezvous. I just arrived. I don't think he's here yet, but yeah, I'm so excited to meet up with him. And then I'm gonna do dinner on my own, but I've got to figure that out. So next step is happening. Next adventure on my New York City day is about to happen. Yeah.
If you're going to be Ace or Planta.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe at Juice Press. Let's see, your juice is gone.
I really finished mine. It was really good.
Guys, I met Blake. Wait, let's see. Guys, look who I'm with. Subscriber meetup, IRL.
Yeah, all of us are here.
Yeah, all of us. Blake's the only one who came. Bye, Blake.
Bye.
So nice to see you. Just met up with Blake. Had such a fun time. This lighting is god-awful. I'm heading into Planta now. It looks actually pretty crowded, more than I was expecting, but I will show you guys what I get. Look who I found. Reunited finally. It's been a long ass day. Paul's had a long day.
Sure have.
I had a really nice dinner at Planta. Can't wait to tell you guys more about it. We're probably gonna do that later because we gotta hightail it back up to Grand Central and hop on the train, head home to the cats. Closed up. Oh, guys. Oh my God. I am so thoroughly exhausted. It is currently 2:45 on Wednesday. Yesterday was just an insanely long day. I woke up at 5:55 and didn't get back to our house until 11 p.m. I looked at my stats last night of my, my steps and my miles, and I hardly ever do that. I walked 7 miles yesterday and took 17,000 steps. And for some people, especially people who live in cities like New York, maybe that's just like, yeah, that's just a normal day. That is not normal for me. Yesterday was a lot, and I chose to wear my vegan docs, which always seems like a good idea and never is. Anyway, guys, I had a really fun day in New York. It was so intense. It was so overwhelming, but in a good way. I ate so much good food. I tried multiple new places, and that was kind of my goal, was to go to new places. I always want to go to Veggie Grill. I always want to go to Beyond Sushi, but I really wanted to step out of my comfort zone this time. I'm just gonna kind of go sequentially in order, and I do want to show you guys what I got from Orchard Grocer and do a taste test, but I'll do that when I get to the Orchard Grocer part, after the terrible coffee that I had, and after I realized Matthew Kenny's restaurant has shuttered, then made the decision to go to Orchard Grocer. So I guess we're at the Orchard Grocer part already. And I had been to Orchard Grocer before, but it was probably in 2018, and I only got snacks. I didn't get any of the sandwiches, and I got the breakfast sandwich, as you saw. It was just such a good decision to go down there, and such a good decision to get a breakfast sandwich. Again, like I said, these stores are always so overwhelming for me, but I did manage to get a few things that I think look really good. This first item, there are people who are going to think that this is absolutely disgusting, and then there are people who are going to be like, that actually looks kind of good. And I fall into the latter category. I got this spicy snacker veggie sausage to go. This is giving me Slim Jim vibes, and I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna try it because I am actually really hungry right now, and I could use a little snack. Okay, smells pretty sausagey. Let's see. I mean, it is giving like Vienna sausage snack Slim Jim type of vibes. It's like pretty good and gross in the right way, if you know what I mean. It's not quite as flavorful as I would have thought, but it is pretty good. Okay, next, I did open this only to let out air because it was taking up so much room in my bag. I thought this looked, right up my alley. This is Three Dads Natural Foods is the company. Superfood popcorn, dairy-free nacho. It's looking pretty well seasoned. Let's try it. In all fairness, because I did open it yesterday, but I don't think that's what would cause this, but it's a little stale tasting or feeling. It's got a little bit of a stale texture. It's not like fresh popcorn feeling. Flavor's good, kind of like a nooch popcorn vibe, but with more nacho seasonings on it, kind of like a Bjorn corn. I will eat this, I will enjoy it. I do wish it had a little bit more of a fresh crunch to it, but what can I say? All right, moving on to the last thing I'm gonna try. I'm really excited about this. I have high hopes, and I'm just praying it's as good as I hope it will be. Vego Bears or Veggo Bears, organic vegan Venice Beach sour gummy bears. My mouth just started watering. The flavors are lemon, apple, and pineapple, which sounds really good. It doesn't have carrageenan, so I'm guessing it's not gonna have a great gummy bear bounce, but if it tastes good, and if they're nice and sour and coated well, they smell good. That pineapple. Pineapple is an unusual gummy bear flavor, I feel like. I think that was the pineapple flavor, or maybe that was the apple. The outer part, like the outer coating, is just sweet. I'm not getting any sour on that, but the bear itself is pretty sour, which is interesting. Texture doesn't have that chewy bounce that I was talking about in my favorite products of the year video, but the flavor's good and they're adequately sour. I wish that the outer part was more sour. That's what I like about Sour Patch Kids, is that as soon as it hits your tongue, it's like sour. But these are good. These are definitely, I would get these again. Yeah, so then after that, I obviously went to Essex Market and I went to Riverdel, and I was blown away by Riverdel. I had been to their original location, which was in Crown Heights. This location, Essex Market, was so cool because it looked like a real cheese stand. It was just so beautiful and like full and just like lush with cheese, and had a terrible time deciding. There were so many other things I wish I could have gotten, but they would have been too heavy. I did end up getting the truffle ramp from the company Cheese Hound, which I've had their cheese before and it's really, really good. And then I ended up getting a sharp aged cheddar from a different company, I forget the name. I actually don't even know if I told you guys this, but when I was wrapping up dinner at Planta, I reached in my bag and I just felt this like oily, like soft package, and I was like, no. And so the truffle oil just kind of went everywhere. Thankfully I had brought a couple little plastic bags with me, so I was able to put that and the other cheese, which was soft but it wasn't leaking or anything, in there, and just was like, I'll just deal with those when I get home. Anyway, I had a great experience at Riverdel, loved it. Then I went and met Paul's mom at Urban Vegan Kitchen. I was in the mood for buffalo, like I said, and I also wanted something on the healthier side. I was kind of craving some nice greens, and so I ended up doing a make your own bowl where you pick 3 items, and it was very random, but I picked the buffalo seitan, the marinated kale, and onion rings, and I did it with a ranch dressing, and it was a very good call. The buffalo seitan was absolutely delicious. Like, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. It was a great lunch. The place was really cute. It was really not that busy, which made me sad. Like, I hope that they're doing okay. Paul's mom had the BLT. She really liked that. And overall, it was a really nice lunch. And then one of the highlights of the day, possibly the highlight of the day, I met up with Blake and we just had a great time. It just felt like catching up with a friend. It felt like we had met before, and we had such a good time, and it was just what I needed at that moment. And then I was like, I should probably head over to Planta and get my dinner started. So went over to Planta, was blown away by how many people were going in, and the demographic was not what I would have expected for a vegan restaurant. There were all these like businessy types and kind of like finance bro types, and I'm like, they're going into the vegan restaurant? There were barely any seats at the bar. I like just barely got a seat at the bar. It was so fucking crowded. It was so amazing to see, especially for a vegan restaurant. And they had so many interesting looking things on the menu, so many things I wanted to try. I was just by myself and I didn't want to have to like carry a ton more food home. So I ended up just getting a couple things. I looked at the Google reviews and the Bang Bang broccoli was highly requested, and that is right up my alley anyway, so I was like, I'll get that. And then I got this papaya Caesar salad. Both things were absolutely delicious. The broccoli was so fucking loaded with flavor. It was so crunchy and like thickly coated, and it was just absolutely delicious. So I had a drink called like something Thai something, and it was amazing and beautifully presented, and it was just such a treat having, you know, the nice flavors of this drink with the flavors of the food. It was just a great experience overall. I ended up bringing a lot of the food home with me and ended up having it for lunch today, and honestly, in some ways it tasted even better today. And then Paul and I met up, we took the train home. On the train, forgot to mention, at Grocer, I also got a chocolate chip cookie which looked kind of like a mix between a cookie and a blondie because it was so thick. We both had a little bit of it and it was so phenomenal. It was sweet, but it was like, it was so delicious. I can't wait to eat the rest of it today. Yeah, that was really it. My battery's dying, so I think that's a sign. I think that's a metaphor for how I'm feeling right now. I slept instantly last night. I can't remember the last time I've fallen asleep that quickly. I was so exhausted. Like I said, New York City really exhausts me, and I also went kind of insane yesterday and I did a lot, but it was worth it. And I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me. I hope that some of the food made your mouth water. I made my own mouth water just talking about it all again. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more of my videos, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!